Hello guys, thank you so much for being here. So in this video we're heading to Muskoka and let me show you all of my very best spots. We will make sure to check out, of course, the nature. Then we're going to check out a number of really cool locks. I'm going to also take you through my absolute favorite cafe, and something really weird happened there, so make sure to stay tuned. And at the end, I'm going to show you my favorite beach and my favorite spa in Muskoka. So let's go. So for the very first stop, we're heading to the port Severn Rapids. This is located about roughly 2 hours north of Toronto, and down below in the description I have created a really handy map with all of the 7 locations, and you can definitely take it with you on your road trip to Muskoka. So as soon as we arrived at the port Severn Rapids, we saw this gorgeous bird. Somebody write it down below what that is. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to say stork, but I'm probably not correct. We usually stop over here. Love this area. It's just nice for kind of mild hiking. It's nothing crazy. There's a bunch of areas where there's free parking, and there's a number of areas where you can kind of hike around and look at the rapids. Over here I'm just showing you some beautiful berries and flowers that are in the area because I just love stuff like that. And here are the rapids. Definitely don't suggest any kind of swimming in here, of course, but to look and to have like a little picnic or just to relax, definitely really awesome. There's a Tim Hortons nearby if you want to have a snack, or of course bring your own. And over there was the parking where we parked, and here we are further kind of hiking around the bridge on the other side. So that's another really nice place. You see more of the, I think this is a dam, so you see a bit of the waterfall over there. Of course, no swimming in there, please, but it is really cool to see. And another reason why we usually go to this place is because of the stop number 2, which is the lock 45. This is part of the Trent Severn Canal, and this lock is really nice. It's right there. It's really not far from the first stop. And why we like it is because typically there are boats going up and down, and it's just fascinating to check them out. If you've never seen a lock in action, any of the locks in Ontario, it's fascinating. And even if you have seen, in my opinion, I always get very excited when I see a boat coming in and using the locks. And by the way, over there there's a restaurant right on the water. To be honest, I don't even know what that is. I'll look it up if you're interested. This is the port Severn Rapids, lock 45, and I'm sure it's going to be easy to find. So one of the boats came up over here to go through the lock. The boat is, I think, I'm gonna say this is a sailboat. I don't have big knowledge in boats, but it was actually really huge. It pretty much was, you know, the width of the lock. It was cool to see the captain of the boat kind of interacting with the guys that were lifting up the lock. And just, yeah, cool to see the water change as they open and close the gates. And just to let you know, I have released a really fun book. It's called Free or Almost Free Ontario Destinations, with lots of cool information and some really awesome road trips. And now that we are heading into the fall, I also have a very similar book about road trips in Ontario in the fall and winter time. And of course, both of these books are going to be linked down below. So let's head to our third stop. This is the Big Chute, and this is theoretically, the name of it is Big Chute on Severn. This is about 20 minutes from our first 2 stops, and the interesting part about this stop is that it has a very unique boat transferring device, if you will. So what it does is it goes under the water, the boat gets into the structure, as you're gonna see in a second over here. They strap the boat to this device. I'm sure there is a more technical way to describe this, but essentially that is it. The boat is strapped to this, and it goes over the road and onto the other side, into the other body of water, which is much actually lower. You can go on the other side and just basically go through all of the steps from the boat being on this side to the boat being on the other side. You can do a bit of a hiking. You do need to go down over there. Definitely fascinating. Definitely, in my opinion, is a marvel of engineering. Really great way to transport the boat. And as I understand, this is the only one in Ontario. And the whole area is very pleasant. You can definitely do a hike. There is a small path that we took to kind of just explore. Very beautiful, pretty moss, pretty mushrooms, things like that. We also had a picnic in here. We had a few snacks that we brought from home. On our hike, by the way, we saw this tree. I guess a beaver really did a job over here. I'm surprised that the tree is still kind of standing. The locks typically work till, I think, end of September. Don't quote me on that. It's best always to kind of do your research. Over here we're getting close to the actual area where it lifts above the road, and the view of it is just gorgeous. Just look at these. Not really sure how to describe it, but this is very, it doesn't even look like Muskoka because these rocks are so dark, but I guess of course it is Muskoka. It's just very unusual to me. Really beautiful scenery. So stop number 4, we're heading to Bala. This is Jack and Stella coffee shop. Here we are outside, and as you walk in, they have a bunch of snacks, bunch of drinks, and a lot of different home decor items, which are, by the way, very beautiful. They also have sandwiches over there that they can make for you, and they have a number of really cool drinks. I ordered a iced matcha latte. And over here is the reason why I love this coffee shop. Look at that view. You just go over here and you're right on the water. The tables are right on the water. Over here, by the way, on a typical weekend, there are boats also docked. So it's like a cool, unusual experience in Muskoka. Here are the two things that I got, some pudding and my matcha. By the way, matcha was amazing. They put honey in there and it was perfect. Not too sweet, not too bitter. I do have to note that I've been here kind of like midday on the weekend and it was packed. So I do suggest you get here either in the morning or over here we are just on a Wednesday, so there was no people here. So as we were sitting there, my parents were really confused as to why this pink buoy was kind of moving. And then I read that it said diver below, and yeah, there were 2 scuba divers. I have never seen anything like this in Ontario. This is very unusual to me, at least for Ontario. I've seen this lots. I've seen lots of scuba divers, of course, in Caribbean, but to be at a coffee shop and have a scuba diver all kind of like swimming around you, that was pretty crazy. What was even funner is that they kept on approaching, and over here they were pretty much right where we were. And then they started picking up things from the bottom, which is so adorable and so nice of them. Right there, he picked up a fork, I think. Then, so yes, here's the fork. Then they got a glass. This was too funny. We were enjoying this so much. Even the bird over there decided to check out what's happening. Then they got a menu. And just a quick note before we proceed, my channel has been growing so well. Thank you so much for all of the new guys who have been subscribing. It is still only 7% of people who actually subscribe to me that watch me. So if you're one of those people who is watching me but not subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. They even came up for air and we kind of chatted with them. They found even more things. They found a phone and they found a wallet that they're going to return. And they're just, as I understand, just doing this for fun. Also love this cafe because you get to see some boats kind of passing by. And now they even opened a clothing shop. We did walk around the store and the clothing is very nice quality. So stop number 5 is Bala Generating Station. It is literally right across from Jack and Stella coffee shop, and the reason we like it is that it just has a beautiful view and really gorgeous rocks. You can go around over there and do a bit of a small hike. You're allowed to. We didn't go this time around, but it just always enjoy this kind of area. Listening to the dam over there, to the water, really beautiful area. Then we explored the town of Bala. We kind of headed towards their marina, and there's another really nice water dam and waterfall. And by the way, this city also has really great ice cream. There is, I think, a bakery right there. All in the center, you can definitely find a lot of snacks. So the stop number 6 is Jasper Park. This is actually a beach, and in my opinion one of the best beaches in Ontario. So this is still in Bala. It is a public beach. There is plenty of free parking. There is a play area for the kids, and the beach itself is really lovely, very good sand, typically really warm water as well. And during the summer months they typically have a deck right kind of in the center, so you can swim up there and dive off of it. A very, very nice place. We didn't have a bathing suit, so just relax on the dock that was already up on the shore. And actually afterwards we headed back home, but there was still some time, so if you do have time, I suggest to you the stop number 7, which is Muskoka Beer Spa. From Bala, I would say it's about 15 to 20 minute drive. It's very close. I've done a whole video about this experience, about this spa. I'm gonna link it down below. It is an amazing spa. The thing about this place is that you don't have to, but you could drink as you are lounging in the spa. And this is an outdoor concept, meaning you have a number of pools. There's a kind of like a hotter jacuzzi pools, and then there are about, I would say, good 5 different saunas, and there's a steam room. And I love the headline of this spa is your place to detox, retox, and relax. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. When we were there, we did not drink because I was driving, of course. It's your call if you want to. Over here is a really cool tower, so you come up to it at the bottom and you yank that thread and the cold water just goes on you. Over here I tried it just so that I could film it. I did not stand down there because I don't like cold water. And by the way, you can stay over here. This is a very simple kind of bunkie, very nice simple bunkie with a bed, and there's actually a TV over there if you would like to relax and not worry about driving. Here's the sauna that I mentioned. So over here is an infrared. Here is the steam room. And here's the Scandinavian sauna, but they also have a number of other saunas. And by the way, these guys do close for the winter, but they are open till fairly late fall. So definitely check their website for their open times. And by the way, for food, I highly recommend Clear Lake Brewing. This is a brewery, but they also have amazing food, really actually amazing food. They're kind of the resident restaurant at the spa, but you don't need to be at the spa to go to this restaurant. You can just kind of go on your way back from this road trip, from this Muskoka road trip. We ordered their chicken burger. It was so good. I can't even say enough good things about it. And then we got chicken poutine, which was also amazing. So make sure to check them out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about all of these places. Of course, let me know if there are other really cool Muskoka locations that you know that you want to share. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye.